Two good reasons to watch this review of the updated Audi A3. First of all, the new Audi A3 facelift and first ever Audi A3 allstreet, this new crossover model for the A3. Everything you need to know about these changes with Thomas and Autogefühl in 4K, full screen, full length. Let's go. First of all with the normal A3 facelift here in the S-line trim, so some sportier accentuations, for example, also here in the lower part. Then this new front grille and also in the S-line these lying L forms. The Audi rings are also now more two-dimensional, however you can still feel and touch them. Headlamp logic, base headlamp trim, then the middle LED headlamp trim, and then on top of that the matrix LED. Come on, 3 different steps, too complicated for the customers, I think. Also, what is new, you have individual signatures. For example, here on the normal A3 model, you can see this light signature here, whereas on the A3 allstreet, you see a different one. And if you have the mid LED trim, you can pick 3 different signatures. If you have the matrix LED trim, like we have here, you can pick 4 different signatures. The length at 4.35 m or 171 inches, counting for the Sportback model here, the classic hatch. Also the allstreet model is only available as hatch, but this one here, the normal A3 facelift, also available still as sedan, then at 4.50 m or 177 inches. So 15 centimeters or 6 inches is the difference in the length. Wheels, here standard model 16 to 19 inch, and these are also the biggest 19-inch wheels. New stylings, new colors are available, here with the District Green, for example, and we have also here the S-Line exterior with this blacked out package as well, here around the frames and also at the side mirror. In the rear we can see a new lower spoiler, in the S-Line also with these lying Ls there. Then the tail lamps, they are not changed from the outline actually, but on the inside also new signature. And here the cascading turning indicator or hazard lights, you have that in the rear already with the middle LED trim, and of course also here then with the top matrix LED trim. And in this top matrix LED trim you also have the cascading effect here in the front. Now to the A3 allstreet, there you can see these silver contrasts here signalizing this off-road character here and also at the side. And you can see also that this grille here is higher. It is more similar to the outgoing model, the pre-facelift. Also the Audi rings are more 3-dimensional. So this rather looks like pre-facelift plus off-road thing, whereas the other one looks really like the new facelift. This one also maybe comes closer to a Q3. In some years the Q2 will also be discontinued, so this maybe in a way will replace the Q2 or something. What do you think about this? Then in the side profile we can see here these contrasting wheel arches but painted in high gloss black. Also 19-inch wheels. It would start lower at 17 inch, however a base A3 would start at 16 inch, and then you can go up here to these large 19-inch wheels. Even more interesting, you can already see it in the front there when they were standing next to each other. This one is indeed higher. So first of all, the suspension is 1.5 centimeters higher, and also the tires are higher, even here with 19-inch, another 1.5 centimeters. So overall 3 centimeters higher, this one in here, than the base model. However, DCC, the adaptive suspension, is not available for the A3 allstreet, because then it would go lower again, and they also decided against this scheme. Otherwise you get an adaptive suspension, the DCC, for the A3, also of course here with that facelift. Then in the lower part, once again more silver contrast for the A3 allstreet in the rear. I think visually it definitely works, but yeah, I really have to say it's more like a Q2 replacement to me. But again, as I said, at this moment you can still order the Q2 as well. But what do you think about the A3 allstreet styling from the exterior? Would you actually prefer this one over the normal A3? As for engines, for the A3 facelift, entry-level version is a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder with 116 horsepower, then 150 horsepower. The latter one also available with DSG 7-speed and also a mild hybrid system. You can also get a 2-liter 4-cylinder diesel, the 35 TDI, also with 150 horsepower. And later to come is once again a plug-in hybrid version. This is the key fob, I like it. Also here with touchable Audi rings at the key fob. And there you can see here that these high gloss black B-pillar here does collect a lot of desert sand. By the way, there you can see that the model description here is now always here at the B pillar. That's also a new scheme at Audi. Then door closing sound is actually pretty nice. Yeah, it's a very solid sound. The beeping sound from the interior there when the door is opened. Then here, soft touch at the top part. Then some structured inlet here in leather red. I really like the A3 door handle here, that you can touch it from the lower part, so it's quite ergonomic also from the inside. Just here, no cover and all hard pack at the lower door. This is also S-line interior. You can see it at the entry badge there, as well as on the steering wheel. And also perforation at the side. No animal alternative for that one yet. I really like, however, the buttons, the rear buttons, the jog here. And you also have these shifting pedals here now in the S-line. That is available. Then you can see this is here a fabric seat on the inside and leatherette on the outside. Very good quality here, looks cool. It has the sportier form. Base would be all fabric seats, and you can also get a Dynamica microfiber on the inside of the seat. The seat would look almost the same from the from the whole outline there, just that you have the microfiber on the inside. Here the lower part, you can put it out for longer legs, and it's a very comfortable seating position, so the seats are definitely among the highlights here of the A3, also if you compare it to other compact hatches. And with 189 or 6'2", I still have enough headroom left. Steering wheel in and out, up and down, manual control. So the build quality is really good and the seating comfort is excellent. That's what's, setting this one here apart in this compact segment. Interior cockpit overview with a 10-inch infotainment system. Here we can see the A3 Allstreet in the rear view camera. On the left side, these are the 12.3-inch digital instruments, Audi Virtual Cockpit Plus, but it would start with 10-inch virtual cockpit. Come on, Audi, really? With this facelift, you could have said, hey, there's just one size, the one we like, and that's it. Infotainment system features different views. I always like this more classic tile view here for that one. You also have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto connection, both also wired or wireless, and also an internal GPS if you have map data. Here in this case, then we have today at the Salalah close in this Oman shooting location. For the digital instruments, you can have different views. For example, this is the dynamic view. This would be S performance, and then inside you can even switch how you want to have that. That's not the rear consumption, that's just here stationary basically. And then my favorite one is the classic view where you have the analog view still, so to speak. And the A3 also offers a head-up display. Oh, interesting, that device there, is that to comp the ground? One of my favorite features is here the real climate unit clicking sound. And also that you just have this menu control, also for example here for heated seats. Next to this fancy Audi badge, you have one of two new inserts. This is here a fabric insert, looks quite fancy, and also made from recyclables. Lower middle console, inductive charging pad, and now features two USB-C chargers. There was a small shifting lever for the automatic gearbox before, now it's even more integrated like this. Yes, and really prone to fingerprints. And then here the middle armrest, contrast stitches, really good quality also when you shake it sideways. Then here Audi microfiber towel, you want some? And then here the adaptive cup holders, this is also quite nice. A3 Allstreet comparison, you do feel that you are sitting 3 centimeters higher, have this more ground clearance. But the seat ergonomics is of course not different, so these are the same seats. You just feel you're just higher above the ground, so it feels a little bit more crossover-ish. And here we also have the new Dynamica microfiber insert as another alternative decor element. Towards the rear, hard pack once again at the inside of the doors, so not a fan of the rear doors, just of the door handle. And however, you have the same nice fabric. It's on the one hand robust, but on the other hand nice when you sit on it, and also the high-grade leatherette has a good quality, so it's really likable interior. As for the seating materials, however, legroom here, this is the short wheelbase of the platform here they are using. And that means it's also pretty tight here as for the legroom when a tall driver is driving, and these sport seats are also quite voluminous. Headroom, however, is no problem also with tall people in the rear. And then you also can fold this one down and have also adaptive cup holders. And they have also upgraded the USB chargers in the rear. You now have 2 USB-C chargers here in the lower part. In the rear, by the way, also with the new 2-dimensional Audi rings, I think they also look quite fancy, don't they? Then electric hatch for the trunk. There we go. You can see here the cabin trolley also fits in this vertical way. Liter figure is 380 liters up to 1,200 liters. When you fold the seats, I already folded one, like 2/3 here. The skiage available as well. Width 1.40 meters, and the length here is about 80 centimeters or 31 inches. Longer would be the sedan trunk. Total length here for the Sportback 150 meters or 59 inches, and underneath you would have some more space even for a spare tire. An entry-level price, for example, German market, 31,000 euros for the A3 facelift, then with the smallest horsepower figure and also with the manual gearbox. And then there's a disappointment for the UK market because the A3 Allstreet will not be available there. So all our friends in Great Britain, they have to go for the normal A3 facelift. And again, is it bad that you can't pick the A3 Allstreet? Tell me. Tell me, what do you think about this new A3 Allstreet approach? Or would you rather stick with the normal A3 in this facelift styling here? To me, not too many drastic changes. There is no reason not to go for the outgoing model. Yet again, maybe you like this little bit refreshing style and also the extra standard equipment on the interior. And of course, you can compare the VW Golf or the BMW 1 Series.